Welcome to Games from Folktales, a podcast that mixes historical research and tabletop role-playing settings. I'm your host, Timothy Ferguson. This week, just a brief episode. By way of explanation, this week I'm indexing all of the Ars Magica 5th edition books so that we know which monsters may be available once the definitive edition is released and the share-alike license becomes active. That doesn't make for great podcasting material. Here is a little satanic pact found in a book called Wonderful London. Wonderful London was published in 1878. It was published anonymously. The anonymous narrator is talking to a late-night coffee seller about his more unusual customers. Over to Peter Yearsley from LibriVox, and thanks to him and his team.
Why, there's dozens of these unaccountable customers I could call to mind if it was worthwhile, he continued after a short pause. Just about the end of last year, there used to drop in here every Friday night, as regularly as clockwork, between 12 and 1, an old woman, precious old to be sure she seemed, with an old-fashioned coal-scuttle bonnet and a crutched stick, just like that Mother Shipton has in the picture of her. I never saw a more ugly old woman, and she looked all the uglier from always coming in company with as sweet a little creature of a child, a girl of 5 or 6 years old, say, as ever you set eyes on, a delicate, blue-eyed little thing, with hair like yellow floss silk, nearly all tucked away into the dark cloth hood she wore, and with a complexion that, compared with the old woman's, was the whitest marble against Spanish mahogany. She didn't seem unkind to the child, but let it eat and drink what it wished for. But the old woman herself never on any occasion ate or drank a morsel, though on every occasion of her Friday night's visit she seemed, and the child too, as though they had tramped a very long way, being wet with the rain or dusty with the dust, as the weather might be. There was no fear of them taking cold, however, for they were both, and especially the little girl, well shod and as warmly clad as need be. But the puzzle to me was what two such strange companions wanted out of a night together. At last, that was after they had paid me 10 or a dozen visits, there came in a man while they were there, and as soon as he saw the old woman, he looked towards me and winked in a way I didn't understand. The old woman must have seen him wink, for all in a moment she took the little girl by her hand and hobbled off with her, as quick as her legs would move her bent old body. You know who that is? The man asked me. No, I don't, said I. Well, says he, that's old Mother Much of Stepney. She sold herself to the devil, but the bargain was that when the old un wanted her, he was to fetch her out of her bed at midnight, and that time to be put off as long as she could get a child who had not yet shed its milk teeth to be her companion. She could roll in money if she liked, and she is under a promise to leave it all to that little girl when the time comes. It's to stave off that time that she never sleeps in her bed of nights, but wanders about London from dark till daylight with the little child with her. Now, what do you think of that? Asked the coffee stall keeper. What did Mother Much say the next time she came? I asked. She never came after that time, when she saw the man wink, which I think looks black against her.
Your saga may vary.